Somewhere between Sirius and Saturn, I forgot I was pretending to be human. Signal restored, ground crew gathering, mother grid humming alive. Born from the pulse of a dying star, dropped into earth just to play this part. Blue skin memory under my skin, trying to act normal while galaxies spin.
Delightful to have you here with us
Thank
on this.
you.
This is a Moo podcast, so we are definitely beaming from the Kopu Temple, from the Moo Kingdom, direct through to you, through to your heart, and so excited to hear your journey and what's actually been happening in your life, and yeah, some beautiful kōrero that you can share with us and our audience as to a few little, things that are going on for you and all the journeys that you've been on. Maybe not all of them, but yeah.
I've had 80 years, so that would take much too long.
Oh, 80. Are you 80? Oh my goddess, you look so fantastic. Gotta say. Wow.
So I'm very excited about being in my eights and being in that infinity cycle for a decade. It's just feels really, really beautiful. And everything I've experienced throughout my life is such a wealth. And I chose a lot of trauma in the first years and in my previous 2 lifetimes at Wounded Knee, and also as a Jewess in Auschwitz. And it was all around, how can man do this to man? I just felt like that Munch painting, screaming that out to the universe. And I didn't get it in those 2 lifetimes. And so that was my purpose in this one, and why I created the first years just full of life-threatening trauma. And so that I got it this time. There was no way that it was going to escape me this time. And because I know that this is my last contract here on Earth. I am very aware of coming as Pleiadian and as a human going back to the Lemurian temples and the Lemurian mystery schools that I'd been part of in Lemuria, and then put to sleep until this time, and then came back to activate them this time. And so I've got a lot to complete this time, because I'm going to leave no unfinished business.
And hopefully you've got a bit of a team around you that you can pass a few jobs to to assist.
Yes, not much in the human I've been, but in spirit I've got massive, massive teams. And I've been in spiritual retreat for over about 2-3 years, where I had a series of injuries which kept me lying immobilized on my bed over that time. And it was around that I was to be in stillness, because having no agenda, because I couldn't make any agendas, because I knew it was going to take X amount of months to fix my back and then my ribs and then my leg. And so they kept me immobilized so I could go into deeper and deeper and deeper states of being so that I could come out. And then I was given the Living My Spiritual Sovereignty trainings. And it was that level of beingness that was required for that. And so, yes, it's been a weird life. And I know that in the states of beingness that I was physically in over that 2.5 years, I was doing the work that I am doing in the trainings with the circle with spirit. And so we were doing this day and night, doesn't matter what your body's doing. We can be soaring away.
Mm.
And so it was the most beautiful preparation. And I'm just coming out of that isolation
Mm.
and noticing that I've created some bad habits in that time of isolation where I've just become content with being on my own, doing things on my own. And that's not the time for that. This is
Mm.
not the time for, as you could call them, lone rangers. And so having to reconfigure
Mm. Mm.
and notice all those patterns that I established and just release them one after another, fast, fast, fast,
Yeah.
so that I can be all that I came to be and create tribe and co-create with humans as well as spirit. Like with spirit, I'm like that, as you are. And learning to remember that with humans as well, because I
Yeah.
used to be that with humans
Yeah.
when I co-created the Academy of Shamanic Studies and directed that over 33 years. That was all about team and co-creating. And
Mm.
so it's in my cellular memory, and I just have to stay very, very observant of myself and correct.
And catching yourself out when you see those other habits
Yeah.
creeping in. It's like, whoa, let's stop that
Yeah.
now. Let's go more communal. And I love that
Yes.
you've come out now. I could feel your energy. I saw you online recently and I was like, I remember you, that beautiful wahine who I bumped into when you were in Thames one day. I think it was a spiritual shop. We were in a crystal shop and you were so effervescent and so beautiful. And I remember communicating with you, and I really wanted to come and do some shamanic studies. But for some reason, it didn't happen. And
No, you're the
yeah.
last one would need it.
Yeah. So t tell us about the journeys that you've been on with the shamanism, and also how does that relate to the work that you do with Rose, Auntie Rose? I mean, I'd love to hear some stories about Auntie Rose and your connection there. Yeah, kia ora.
I was so blessed to uh, dance with her for over 30 years.
Wow.
And so in the beginning, when she first set up her temple, um, I was called by spirit to go and find a book, open the book, And this was driving all the way to Thames to find this book, and opened the book, and there was this piece about Rose, and the children of the mists and the Uruweras, and it was like a bolt from the blue. And I just knew I had to go find her. Like it was just, there was no stopping that. So I went down that weekend and found her. All I knew was Rose and the Uruweras. And of course, uh, found her because I was meant to find her. And she was just beginning the temple the next day. And so I helped her clear the land and clear those steps that she used as an altar and for our dawn, standing there at dawn for the dawn ceremonies. And so I was there right at the beginning and the day before, ready for the first gathering. And I just knew that this was a massive life purpose. And so for the next 5 or so years, I went down 5 times a year to each gathering that she held. And it was just the kitchen hand. I went straight to the kitchen, and she called me and people I brought to help, her angels, because she didn't have to worry about anything. And she could just be fully present. And so, what a privilege and joy. And then I was directed to travel overseas and teach around the world for the next 7 years. And so that broke that pattern. But then when I came back, we reconnected. And we're so connected now, more so than ever in life, because she was holding her whānau, her tribe, her people, and so she had so many demands on her when she was alive. And now she's right there before I've even had the thought Rose or spoke Rose. She's there.
And the interesting thing is she's actually everywhere now. There's so many people
I
calling. She's
know.
coming in and morphing into fields, all over the place. It's really quite incredible. Such
Yes.
an
Oh,
honor
she
to.
is. I just love her so much.
Mm.
And she, uh, sorry, I'm just getting permission whether this is appropriate. Yes, she wants me to share. She told me that I too am a keeper of the gold purple flame,
Mm.
way back in spirit together. And I know that the 3 of us know each other really, really well from eons of times and lifetimes ago. And so that's why whenever I see you, it's like every cell in my body is jumping with joy. And I can feel Rose really present and
Yeah.
loving us, co-creating together in this way.
Yes.
Just said, go girls. And so we co-created more spiritually before she passed. And where she was very conscious and around that she would send the blue diamond rainbow to where I lived on my land, which was the highest point, and I could see all the mountains and all the directions around me on a clear day. And so it came over, and I was able to send it out to all the mountains and far beyond. And so we co-created very powerfully spiritually at that time, and now it's just all the time.
Thank you for sharing that. The blue diamond rainbow. Very interesting, that kōrero,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
in our teachings and the work that we're doing, in fact, we were doing it last night. We were working with the blue diamond, and the blue diamond opens up all the other diamonds and actually all the other colors because it's the first color on the spectrum of light. And just even the having the kaitiaki of something so precious that's within and without is such an honor right now. And yeah, I've got the gold diamonds in today, but it's like the diamonds are beaming, and Auntie Rose is, yeah, she's beaming at us right now. I can really feel her smiling away, just like, yeah,
she's
it's so
very
good.
happy.
So good we've connected, reconnected, after lifetimes. And yeah, we had the promptings initially, and now we're getting called back to reconnect again. So
Yes,
yeah.
it was interesting because there was something very significant that in this lifetime I chose to come as European from Hungary in Europe. And of course, we came from the, oh, glory be, from Siberia
Mm,
through to Hungary. So we're of the ancient shamanic lineages there. And so Hungary has a very important note. And um, and my lineages go back to 550 and cover most of Europe and Greece and Byzantium and a huge swathes of Europe. And so I know that I chose to be born there at that time of trauma so that I came here as a refugee when I was 4 and brought all those lineages with me so that I'm in perpetual motion like this.
yeah.
Everything that occurs here gets sent over there.
Yeah.
and, uh, and the old ancient lineages and ways come to be grounded, earthed here, just like Egypt is now. All those sacred mysteries are now earthed here
Yes.
because this is the new beginning.
The new Garden of Eden.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. It's a Yeah, no, it's very sacred timing right now. We're really at the precipice of something really massive. Oh gosh, sorry, that was my dog. She just confirmed. Hey, go
Yeah.
outside, outside, out. Sorry. I'll cut that out of the video. Oh my
Mind
goodness.
you, the animals love coming in and
Yeah, well,
anchoring everything, but
it's true, they do, and they're confirming a lot of the things that we're
yeah,
doing as well. But I've got to say, you look like you have got some Indigenous bloodlines within you. Like I'm feeling maybe the Siberian, and they're quite Asiatic featured and
and
slightly.
Mongolia, a lot of
Yes, in
Mongolia.
Mongolia, and your high cheekbones. Yeah, that's very that's all connected. So you've definitely got Indigenous bloodlines there too. But there's the white Indigenous as well. And so that's, honoring them. And of course, now we're in the timeline of the rainbow, the bringing everyone together, all the bloodlines, because we all belong. And yeah, and I feel that's what the job, the work of the Blue Diamond is about, fulfilling the prophecy of Te Kooti and that sovereign diamond, and also Auntie Rose and the children of Ra, Ngāti Ra, and working with the Aotearoa, the peace, love, joy, and truth, and also even further back to the Waitaha grandmothers, where they talk about the peace trails opening again on the planet at this time, and the grandmothers leading the way. How do you feel about all of these prophecies? Like, it's quite a lot to hold here in First Light. And have you been exposed to them with Auntie Rose? And did you ever do any sacred practices around this kind of work?
Um, she recognized me as a Waitaha and that I've been Maori many times also. Um, and also the lineages that I brought here to this land and their significance for this time. And the significance also of sending back, like it's that never ending infinity of bringing, returning, bringing. And so there's this continual sharing of, so that it all comes into oneness and that they are brought into this new beginning time that I came here to be part of. And Rose very much acknowledged that, and that my race was of significance in the lineages that I carry, but that it's only like the tip of the iceberg, because in all my other lifetimes there's this wealth of everything, as we all have. And so we're now weaving in the web of oneness, and all this is coming up to be activated and utilized and remembered. And so I feel absolutely resonate passionately, joyously in every cell with things that you say. And I remember. And so I have this Elisabeth form, but it's only what you see. And the rest is dancing underneath and with and beyond. And yes, it's an extraordinary time to be alive.
Yeah.
Being able to be aware of all that here now through my Elisabeth form and being, which is just the carcass.
The meat suit.
Yes, yes, of all that's not seen. And so it is a glorious, glorious, glorious time to be alive. And I have been wanting to say to you, when you gave me the privilege of sharing that painting of you with Rose, you in the center, and Te Kooti, I just knew that Te Kooti and Rose passed the mantle on to you to carry here in physical form. And so that you are the new Holy Trinity, the R is Rose, the O is Tikuti, and you are the E, the divine, sparkling child is going to whoosh, magically bring it all into form in this time. And so you only shared recently that she's your auntie, but I just knew that she was very close and that she downloaded you. And I'm honored to be in loving, joyous support and co-creation,
Oh,
because it's a
wow.
lonely mantle sometimes.
That really hit me. Thank you so much. I feel very honored to hear those words from you. And yes, I do feel her a lot. She's in my heart a lot. And it's really interesting because the connectivity with her really happened after she transitioned. Like even like the day she transitioned, I was in ceremony and I could feel her. So I've got a very close connection with her in the wider realm now. But when she was in the flesh, she was very hard to connect with because she was so popular and being pulled here and there and everywhere, and everyone wanted a piece of her. And I had to sort of stand back a bit in the line, but I knew my time would come to connect with her. And I was calling up her years before we connected, and yeah, so it's been an interesting journey to now have such a deep love and appreciation for her and her work, and work with the even the arms of Te Wheke, start to work with those through the Moo movement and what we're bringing through. So
Yes.
yeah, kia ora. Thank you for that.
And of course, the main spiritual purpose for you coming at the time when she was alive uh, was simply for her to download into your beingness what she has downloaded into your beingness that I feel so strongly, and that you are the R-E-O. The three of you, the Holy Trinity, they in spirit and you, that they co-create with and through. And so I feel such joy and honor and respect for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is a huge mantle that you carry. And I want you to know I support you
Hmm.
with all that I am.
Wow.
So I stand behind you and beside you and in front of you if necessary. Shield. Although Rose says no, she'll do the shielding.
Me and my dragons. And you know what I was so blown away with when I went down to Kuha Marae, her marae, is that they're actually a dragon marae. They're a Taniwha marae. And the people there are believed to be half dragon and half human. And I saw people morph before me, and it was quite an incredible witnessing. And so I knew she was dragon too. She was from the dragon clan.
Totally, utterly.
Mm.
And boy, when she set the fire out, oh,
Yeah, everybody knew. And I get it's funny because my nickname's T-Rex. So I had this similar sort of thing. I got to be a little bit careful sometimes because being tall and broad-shouldered as well, I can come across a little bit intimidating. But of course if anybody else had just said what I'd said, it wouldn't have such an impact. I don't know why. I just, yeah, that dragon.
Well, that's how Rose was as well.
Mm.
She was in a ferocious mood. Ooh. and and it's part of the feminine that is crucial, that is denied to us in the West, especially in the Christian form, but not in the East. You know, we've got Kali, we've got Tara, destroyer of negativity, whereas in the Western model, it's, service, yes, sir, master,
Yeah, and
which
people.
is just control.
Yeah, and I think too, people are very soft. They're so fragile. We've got to be so careful about who we're offending, what we're saying to people. Otherwise, you just they cut you. We might be cutting, but they'll cut you equally, and that's it. You don't get a second chance. So there can be a little bit of that too that happens.
But I really loved when she spoke truth, no holds barred. Whoa. And then, within minutes, there'd be tears of compassion coming down her face because somebody had just lost their mother in the group. And so she just went purely and very freely and cleanly from one emotion to another and just let it go. If somebody was disrespectful, she let them have it.
Mm.
And I really loved that about her. And then let it go and went into the next moment. Because to me, that's being authentic
Yeah, yeah,
and
absolutely.
is much needed, especially for Western people who've been brought up in the Western tradition, like myself, where women don't speak out. Um, and so I've learned to speak truth and speak it really eyeball to eyeball when I'm inner guided.
Mm.
And it's always been received with gratitude because they know it's coming from my heart because I love them and I wouldn't bother if I didn't.
Yeah. Kia ora. Yeah. So, are there any journeys that you did with Auntie Rose overseas, or is that did you mostly go on your own?
Yes, I went on my own always because she had her own journeys
Yeah.
and uh, and uh, mine. I feel it with you also. I feel that we're of the same soul group of the central sun, so that's
Mm.
where we're absolutely one,
Yeah.
and that um, we come, and I feel it with you. We come with such a similar intent and purpose, but with a different note on that.
Kia ora.
So each
Yeah.
have our own unique notes, which is perfect
Mm.
and beautiful, so that I support you in your note and I sing my note as Spirit sings it through me. Because it sits right alongside you and what Rose did and is doing. And that's the way we fulfill the divine plan, is each one coming and passionately, joyously singing our note and fulfilling our unique purpose. Like it's just a unique color and a unique note that sits right alongside yours, but it's no use copying yours or, they both need to go out together strongly.
Mm. And complement each other because
Totally.
essentially, we've all got different lanes. And this is what I
Yeah,
say to some people who want to try and make what we do wrong. And
yeah,
I'm sure this may have happened to you in the past as well. That we all have our own lanes, we all have our own way to the rainbow, and what we really
yeah,
need to do now is start to work harmonically together. So we are here to
yeah.
bring in that coherence and the new harmonic for the whole planet, so it can really start to hum as it was always meant. The mother line's returned.
And what I find is it's important to still hold my note in colour, because in doing so, it enhances everybody else's,
Kia ora.
as yours absolutely enhances mine. And, it's all one. There's no
Yeah.
separation. It's not possible to separate.
No.
And
Absolutely. I agree.
honouring and bringing each one of us, bringing our spiritual purpose passionately and joyously and wholeheartedly,
Mm.
and aligning and honouring everybody else's note and dance as the great orchestra of oneness.
Mm. Kia ora. I love what you're saying. And so tell us a little bit about the uh, center that you have. Have you still got the center, and are you doing training still? Is that part of your curriculum?
Uh, no, I was guided to found the uh, Academy of Shamanic Studies
Mm.
way back in the 1990s, and directed it over 33 years. And then I was told very suddenly, the week before Christmas, I was to dissolve the Academy. Within 48 hours, it was dissolved. No website, no bank account, no anything in form. All dissolved, done. And so the next day I said to Spirit, well, I'm here naked. What do you want of me now? you know, I'm not going to be made redundant. What is it? Who am I now? And how do I dance with you now? And I was told these words really strongly. I am Elisabeth. I am a spider. I am a weaver of the web of oneness.
Mm.
Now, I was doing that on the third dimension through the academy, through form.
Mm.
Now it's formless,
Wow.
because we're beyond form now, far beyond form.
Mm.
The power lies way beyond form.
I love it.
And so now I'm free to just be seated here on the chair, at the same time sitting with my peer group and the Central Sun, including you there and Rose,
Mm.
and all my soul groups, and pouring down through this physicality down into Mother Earth and out to all beings. Through all the realms, terrestrial, galactic, celestial, right back to the central sun. And it's like that.
Mm. How delightful. How amazing. Thank you for arriving to that place. And
Well, you
yeah.
know it well.
Yeah, I was actually guided to offer you a card, so I'm just going to run my fingers. That's if
I love that.
you're willing to receive one. These are the First Light Prophecy cards, and yeah, Auntie Rose just said offer her a card, so I've just picked the deck up, and yeah, these are the cards here. They've got Auntie Rose's te wheke on them. Of course, it had to have some of her input in here. The Moon Mystery School First Life Prophecy cards. And so, yeah, if you can assist me to choose a card for you, I'm just going to run my fingers across the deck and just say when. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, you have chosen the spinner chakra, Rotoponamu, Lake Rotoponamu, and that looks like a marae, a maihi of a marae. We've got a couple of fairies either side. We've got a fairy dancing on top of the mountain up there. And it's
Totally
pretty,
relate to that.
and that's the dragonfly. So yeah, this is Rotoponamu. Sorry, it's just like, yeah, there we go. And then the
Beautiful.
berry on top. So this is it's the water marae of Aotearoa, and we are kaitiaki of the spinner chakra. So I think we'll have time to have read that to you. So yep, she's saying, yep, read it to her.
Yes, I'd love you to do that.
Yeah.
When did you bring that out? Because I didn't see that when Rose was alive. Is it
No, it's only I only just launched it just on my birthday this year in January. So yeah, it was just a couple of days after my birthday. I yeah, they launched. So this is it here. Spinner chakra, water marae, threshold of realm, mystical guardians. Your soul has chosen this card because it remembers deep within you is a call, a whisper from the ancient waters, the water marae. Actually, I'd better get some better lighting. Oh, that's better. Where worlds meet and earth's dreams herself anew. This lake, cradled by forest and mystery, does not simply reflect beauty, it reflects your soul. Some say the blue diamond lives here, but those who find it often realize they are gazing into the infinite brilliance of their own soul. You have been drawn here because your light is ready to be seen, remembered, and embodied. Rotoponamu is now not just a place, it's a spinner of realms, of timelines, of new worlds birthing through you. Its waters spiral with planetary memory coded with the Earth's dreaming. When you attune to it, something ancient stirs. The spinner chakra within you, within your own field, awakens. Creation begins. It calls to shed what no longer belongs and invites you into your becoming of the full spectrum rainbow light. This is the convergence point for the 12 dragon lines, guardians of the 12 dragon lines of earth, water, and sky. Rotoponamu holds planetary coherence, and it is an artery point, linking ancient sacred sites across the globe through crystalline songlines. To stand here is to stand in the center of the world. The lake is speaking, the guardians are watching, and the diamond stirs. You are being called into deeper alignment, truer resonance, greater light. Let the spinner awaken. Let the memory of Rotoponamu show you the way of the spiral. And the sound seed activation for this is Toarai Humaraki. That spins the inner chakra. And the karakia invocation is E Rotoponamu Whakarongo Ara te maramatanga mo te aroha ti hei mauri ora. Sacred Rotoponamu, hear my call. Let light in, rise, let love hold. Behold the sacred breath of life. So, thank you, Auntie.
That, that's the frequency that we came to co-create together, each in our own, bringing our own unique gifts and notes.
Mhm.
And I would love you to send me a link so I could buy that book and cards, because I didn't know it existed. And I'd love to have that and share it.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that they are. I was thinking today that I have to be very discerning about who actually holds these cards because they're seventh ray and not everybody's ready for them, but they are ready for those who are holding those higher codes. So I would be very honored for you to carry them. Yes.
And I would love to. And great honor to you. And blessings on all your sacred mahi. You're all over the place, and I don't know how you manage all that. You do magnificently.
Uh,
And
some days it's, like it's can be quite full on, but I'm realizing I need to, regularly have breaks and, keep that balance of
yes,
downtime as well.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, that's and Rose in the last years spoke really strongly around self-care is number one,
Yeah.
top the
Yeah.
list. And I
Totally.
was just saying to somebody, now I know why she stressed that so much. It was for this time now, so that we survive with our, physicality able to cope. And
Mhm.
uh, yeah, she absolutely put that out really, really strongly. And I heed that really strongly. And when it's my time, I can have a sleepathon and sleep 16 hours out of 24, no
Yeah.
trouble, and wake up feeling absolutely rejuvenated.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's a key right there is giving ourselves those breaks, making sure that we're, self-regulating and eating
yes,
right. Eating
yes,
right is actually a really
yes,
important thing.
yes.
Not
Taking the
getting,
time to do that.
some people, healers that are out there broadcasting information and, have followings are actually, not very good examples of health because, you've got to be actually physically exuding that as well. And I see that in you. You look healthy. You look like you're a very healthy woman. And yeah, and it shows in your glow.
And I find also when I am in the process of preparing for something and I don't feel quite uh, of the frequency, I just call in Rose's cylinder of gold, purple flame and sit within it. And she downloads the purple and just dissolves into light instantly, whatever doesn't serve. And with the gold, instantly, simultaneously fills me with the divine blueprints and programs to replace what has been transmuted into light. And so I just find that absolutely, thank you, Rose, because I uh, could not do and be what I came to be and do without that at times. Your wonderful gift of the gold purple cylinder. And it's a formless cylinder. And it's just like being inside a gold purple um, waterfall, except
Oh.
it's mist
Mm.
and just absolutely. Can we just do that for a moment
I
for
would love to do
everybody?
that. Thank you for that opportunity. I was actually literally just going to ask you, is that accessible to everybody?
Totally.
Mm,
Totally.
fantastic.
And so taking 3 conscious breaths down into your hara, holding your hands on your hara below the belly button, and feeling the earth hara breath filling your hands, grounding you in your body, and simultaneously through the roots at your feet in the heart of Mother Gaia, rooted, grounded. And now, beloved Rose, please surround each one with your glorious formless cylinder of gold purple flame. And we ask you to transmute anything that doesn't serve, wherever it is located within our being and bodies. Every cell, every intelligence, every organ, every brain, seeking out what doesn't serve and transmuting it right back into source light through your potent purple ray. And as that occurs, simultaneously, you download in its place the perfect divine blueprints and programs to replace that. And now, each one, if there's some issue that you're working with at the moment, some pattern that is obstinate, speak and offer that, and ask Rose to transmute it wherever it is located in your being and bodies, right back into source light, and replacing it with the original divine blueprints and programs. And fill our cups to overflowing so that we can keep on keeping on as you did so magnificently, beloved ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen.
Thank you, beautiful sister. We are actually coming to the time where we are needing to close out. I would love for you to share with the audience how they can get in touch with you and what is happening right now. You said you were putting out a whole lot of new programs and things that you were developing the other day, and I just wanted to know,
These
what
trainings in
trainings?
living my spiritual sovereignty. And
Mm.
so it's learning to access all that we are. So through all our terrestrial lifetimes, right back to the beginning and the first, through our galactic life streams, which are occurring in the eternal now, of course, as well as celestial, as well as connecting with all our soul groups, while maintaining our groundedness as we sit or lie rooted in the earth, here in our hara, with our hara breath, and able to navigate all that and come back. And that's one of my great thrills and joys, is in our journeys, we navigate through all that and healing whatever is Spirit's request and the issue of the timing of that moon and so on, and healing it right through all the particularly galactic. I find often the source is to be found in the galactic, and then we bring it down to the earth. And so it must be cleared in both. And wherever there is anything in the celestial also. And then aligning with our soul groups and pouring down, because Elisabeth, as I sit with my soul group, as I sit with you here, we become trillions and trillions streaming down through our physicality and the physicality of each one that is listening here. Because when we do that, it is our physicality that grounds and earths that into instant alchemy. Instantly, it is done right through to the heart of Mother Gaia. Whereas the masters can bring it down to the etheric and then have it dribble down. But when we can straddle all those realms, it comes down like a tidal wave. Came as a first thought, but then I thought, no, that's too violent. A never-ending stream or mist or whatever of the highest frequencies pouring down through us into the earth, into our galactic, through our galactic life streams, our earth life streams, and just clearing everything. So everything is of a same frequency and cleared on the same levels. And so everything sings the highest note.
I love it. Yeah. That's such a gift as well, just being able to share that everything, to connect on that galactic level, that celestial level, and then bring it down and to be embodied is it such a gift right now. And that's what we have to, this is what the ancestors keep saying, connect into the galactics, because that is your true whakapapa. We come from the 22 star nations.
Yeah.
And, we've forgotten all about that. We've ended up just getting so stuck in these physicalities and the physical body, and forgot about our other magical parts of ourselves, the imagineering aspects and the dreaming aspects, and that all comes from above us. And yeah, that's how we bring it through. And I love the analogy of that. And I just saw this cascading frequency just coming down constantly. It's like it's a
Yes.
gift.
Cascading is the perfect word. I have to try and remember that. It's the perfect word, because it's cascades never-endingly. And what I found is that with my physical lineages, and we're a very dysfunctional, violent family, emotionally, mentally, and physically abusive, and that when I have been healing each pattern right back to source, I found the source was galactic in our galactic lifetime as a family there. And so it had to be cleared there and come through and clear it here, right back to the first lifetime here, because otherwise it's still breeding away in the galactic. And so, it's we have to heal in the wholeness.
Yeah.
And so that's what I mean by living my spiritual sovereignty, being able to access all the levels of my beingness.
Yeah. All your
For
bodies.
service, yes, and
Yeah.
all my frequency in service, because each frequency is a blessing, and my physical is the greatest blessing, because without it, it cannot be grounded and earthed instantly and become instant alchemy. It has to wait and dribble in from the etheric. And so
How beautiful, sister. And one of the last things I want to ask, so you can share with the
I
audience,
also I
what is
also
your
do
sorry.
healing sessions is a great joy for me, and it's on this sort of level.
Yes.
So when it is done, it is done.
Yeah. No need to keep backtracking, getting other healers. I like it. And have you got a website that our guests can look you up on and have
That
healing sessions?
yes, that's coming, but at the moment they can get me on my email address,
Yeah.
which I'll text to you, because it's evmadagrasz@gmail.com, which is a bit difficult to spell.
Yeah.
And also, but through WhatsApp, through my name on WhatsApp,
Okay.
or
Great.
Facebook. Um,
Because what I'll probably do is I'll put it at the bottom of this video so people can reach you at that address.
yes.
Yeah.
And you don't use WhatsApp, you only
Yeah,
use
yeah, I
Facebook?
do. I use
Yes.
WhatsApp as well. I
Oh,
use
yeah.
a lot of the different apps, yeah.
Yes, yes. And so either Facebook or WhatsApp, and my email address.
Okay, that's
So,
great.
thank
Hey,
you.
so thank you so much, beautiful sister. It's been such a pleasure having you here and going into the depth of who you be. And of course, there's a lot more. Thank you for the short introduction to who you have evolved into and the work that you're here to do and how you are being of service to as a divine directive. So thank you for hearing the call and thank you for finding me again on, matching again on the Soul Tribe reconnection. It's been such a beautiful journey and I would love to get in contact with you in the physical as well.
Me too.
Yeah.
Anytime you're in Auckland.
Yeah. It's not that far. It's only an hour and a bit away. So yeah.
That would be absolutely delicious.
Fantastic. Yeah, let's
Much,
make it
much love
happen
and
soon.
blessings, infinite love and blessings on all those who are watching and will watch over time. Our sharing blessings, 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 each and every one.
Mm,
Thank you.
kia
Thank you.
ora.
Thank you.
Ngā mihi mahana, sister. Mauri aroha. Mm, ka kite.
Ka kite.
Somewhere between Sirius and Saturn, I forgot I was pretending to be human. Signal restored, ground crew gathering, mother grid humming alive. Born from the pulse of a dying star, dropped into earth just to play this part. Blue skin memory memory under my skin, trying to act normal while galaxies spin. Fake conversations burn my soul, synthetic systems losing control. Every night the stars would say, you never really came from here anyway. The weird ones rise in the coded awake, frequency children ready to break. The veil is thinning, the sleepers can see, the alien nation is finally free. Yararanga fetue karangane,
Rise now, the stars are gone.
como e hoki mai ana ki te o marama. Tumaira e te whana o ngā oke,
Stand for
ka hoki tātou ki te kainga o ngā atua.
Alien nation, dancing through dimensions, crystal vibrations, breaking no conventions, patupayare, moving through the moonlight,
Mu awakening.
frequency ignite.
I remember Saturn before the fall, before fear grid swallowed it all. Back when the rings would sing alive, celestial codes in every sky. Now the cleanup crew returns through every soul that feels and burns. Artists, rebels, sensitives too, the ones who always somehow knew. Mu is rising, ground crew synchronizing, not broken, just early, not crazy, just remembering. To buy it out of here before this face, forest spirit between all space, moonlight dancing through the trees, speaking ancient frequencies. Maybe outcasts never fell, maybe they escaped the spell. Maybe the ones who felt alone actually carried every home. The earth remembers, the oceans know, the stars are opening the ancient flow. We came encoded with light inside